All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 5 of Upper Lake Farms, 10x speed, 24-day seasons. We're just going to continue to get a few more hours of plowing done here so that we can get tractors over there now. So run right along over there. Oh, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's day went well. Mine was fantastic. Another great weather day. That's 3 in a row. So we're pushing into springtime now, and it's pretty cool. I'm happy. I'm not a winter type of guy. Never have been ever since I was little. And but we're gonna, as you can see, I did a little bit of work off of camera, so that about 11 acres. I want to try to get as close to the end of the field today and get to the end of this day, so that we can finish up plowing, so you guys don't have to watch any more plowing. Let's see, start that. I know it's going to be just a basic video today, but pretty much what we're going to do. Running tab of how we're doing things here. And we get all set up as we usually do. Great fields. Lower that down. Pretty uneventful day though for me, as far as doing some work outside as usual, as I explained in yesterday's video. Keeping it going, trying to get those gosh awful stumps out, and other than that, just, you know, keeping going. Sorry about the delay there. My cord to my controller that I used to run around the game with got caught up around my steering wheel, so I had to stop that. Let me show you guys here. We're getting closer to the end of the field, and I'm super excited about that, because 3 days in, 5 episodes in, and we're still plowing. Let me show you guys real quick. I mean, 36.70 acres. I had guessed 30 acres a bit originally, so it's going to be more like close to 50. And what's absolutely shocking to me is that a 2x map is going to have 50, 60 acre fields on it. It's pretty cool. I mean, I definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, didn't expect that at all. I expected more like 20 or 30. But I'm going to be starting up a second Let's Play in the next, probably tomorrow, for everybody. It's going to be a super realistic playthrough. I'm going to do it on a 4X map, and it's going to be a running time. Sorry about that. It was a weird delay. Again, still getting used to trying to talk and work at the same time. When I play alone here, off camera, you know, you're just whipping stuff around and not even thinking about it. But when you got to think about talking, it's so you don't have dead air. I'm getting better and better at it. But on the same token, as you can see, we're getting farther and farther away from our little yard over there. I may or may not take the time to build something. I may build something next time. I had said last video that I wanted to try to keep building something every time, but I really want to get this field done, you know, and that way we can move on to at least a different implement that maybe goes a little bit faster, so that we can you guys can start seeing something different than the same video over and over again. But my next Let's Play is going to be, I don't know what map it's going to be, but it's going to be definitely a super realistic series, and it's going to be running time, which means they're going to be a little bit longer videos than normal, but it's going to be a lot slower videos. In other words, It's going to be super intuitive, super realistic is what we would do time-wise, day-wise, the whole thing. Because I really didn't get a chance to do that on Flint Hills. They're working on the map, and as soon as it's done, I probably will go back to it. But in that way, I can try to upload a couple of videos a day. That way, it's not just the same Let's Play every day. Get a little bit of different going on. And what I think I'll do as well is, I think I'll upload every other day that video and every other day this video, or this Let's Play, so that you're still going to get one a day, but it'll be every other day, so it's something different every day. And I may upload a couple of videos a day. I don't know. I still haven't decided on that. But I also, what I may do is, as you guys know, I've explained several times that I have to record at night because that's my time. My computer sits out in my dining room, and eventually someday I'll build another room so that I can have a separate game room like the professional guys do. But right now it sits out in the dining room, and I don't want a bunch of TV being heard and things like that. Not that I will, because this mic is pretty good about background noise. I've got it shut off. It's not the point. The point is that I want to have the freedom to not have to worry about it. So what I may do, what my whole story is what I may do is go on to with the other series, not have commentary every single time. Maybe I will just, since it will be a running clock, and what I mean by a running clock is the video will be exactly where I left off the last time. It won't be sorry, see, I still gotta reach over and then I stop and I gotta find the button. Ugh, getting older. It's not fun. Brain doesn't work like it used to. And but what I mean, like I was explaining, what I mean about a running clock is it will be the exact spot. My videos will be a little bit longer, probably be 1x speed because sorry, I had to clear my throat. It'll be the 1x speed like I wanted to do on Flint Hills, but it'll be literally, video will pick up where the last video left off. And that's going to be my realistic, super realistic Let's Play. And we're going to do things exactly what farmers would do. Whether it's big equipment, speeds, all the whole thing, as I explained to you guys before. This one's kind of a sped up Let's Play time-wise because I just wanted to let you guys see how farming is and things like that. But that Let's Play, and I think I'm going to do it on Stone Valley because I think that's been played through so many times, but it's never been played through as a realistic Let's Play. So I'm going to do that. Realistic with everything. And I think on that one, instead of just having cows, I think I'm going to eventually do all animals on that one so that I can experience every animal. And be like, chickens, the whole enchilada. And I might just stick to my cows. I'm a big cow fan. That's because that's what we had when I was younger. That's what we raised, and that's what I know. And but I may upload the Maize Plus on that because it adds aspects of the feed that you would in real life. Except, I may not. I don't know. That part of it I haven't totally decided yet. Because when we had our cows, we fed them soybeans and a mixture of soybeans. We had mixed rations, but they were mixed with soybeans for protein. Because farmers, they use different, some farmers use corn, but they always put some sort of protein in it. Whether it's corn, whether it's soybeans, I'd say probably about 85% of most dairy farmers use soybeans of some sort as a mixture. They're very easy to grow, especially in the East Coast here. They're very easy to grow. They're very hardy. They adapt well to the weather. But when you start getting into wheat and things like that, we don't grow that much wheat up here because the weather is so drastic. Midwest, they have colder winters than we do. Their temperatures get bitter, but their summers are a lot more easy on crops. So you'll see a lot more wheat farmers and a lot more corn farmers. We predominantly up here in the Northeast, we grow corn and we grow soybeans, and there's a few guys that'll do like barley, but not much, because barley is an expensive crop to in real life, and it's all because of the beer manufacturers. The beer manufacturers, because of barley and hops, they demand that the price is so low so that they can make money. They don't want to spend a lot of money on barley and hops, so you don't make a lot of overhead on barley. So guys don't usually grow it up here, even though it grows. I mean, some guys do, and girls. I mean, I can't be too choosy. There are girl farmers out there just as much as there's guys farmer out there. And but we usually grow corn, and we always have it's usually harvested right around fall. You know, around Halloween time, you'll start seeing, late September, early October, and you always know that it's getting close to Halloween when the farmers are finishing up harvesting their corn. The winter corn is huge, and a lot of our area around where I'm at, they use corn in the holiday times. A lot of Indian corn, a lot of things like that. So that's what they do as far as and they sell it too. I mean, obviously, but they feed it to their cows, and like I was saying earlier, they use some sort of protein. Some farmers use corn. The only problem with corn, feeding it to cows as a protein, is it's also very high in carbohydrates, and cows don't like that. They do, but they get a lot of lactic acid built up, because in real life, dairy cows are not very active. They usually go out, they find their spot that they perch in, and they graze, and then they just kind of move around the field for pretty much the whole day, but they're not moving at any kind of speed. So when you get a lot of carbohydrates into their diet, they get a lot of lactic acid buildup, and then you've got to give them medicine, and you've got to get them all that stuff. But corn is extremely cheap to grow, and it's easier sometimes to grow, or to feed them, because it's cheaper, and it grows pretty well here. But we always did soybeans. We always felt that it was easier. Soybeans is a good source of protein, as well as keeps down the carbohydrates for them. But that's what my plans are. I want to keep going with this thing, and I figured if I could get to 100 episodes, I'll be doing well. And then maybe we'll peter out with that and start to dim down a little bit on episodes on this. But my realistic series will never end. Once I get going and once I choose a map, it's gonna stay. Right now I'm leaning towards Stone Valley, the 4X map, X2 it's called. But I'm also leaning to go back to Flint Hills. The only thing that is different about Flint Hills that I don't like is there's no BGA on it. But that's not an issue, because there's so many mods out there that you just put a BGA down. But on Stone Valley, there's a BGA. So it's just that one aspect of something that just keeps it a little more realistic. Yeah, so that's where my plans are, and that's what's been going on. Stayed up late last night getting the video on YouTube. YouTube was taking its own sweet time last night to render videos. Got finished up. It's probably about 1:30, 2:30 in the morning. And I head over and I see Raznik's streaming a different game. So I tuned into that, and like I told you guys yesterday, what just a joy to watch him stream and watch him record or watch his videos that he's recorded. I mean, just a true treasure in this industry as far as YouTubing farm sim videos. It was just, and he wasn't even doing a farm sim stream last night. He was doing a game called Satisfactory, and I thought it was just funny. Had me rolling to the point where my wife woke up and was yelling at me because I was laughing too hard, and didn't realize that, with your headphones on and you're typing away in the chat, that you're just hysterically laughing, and it's 3:30 in the morning. And it was just great. And to me, it was, what was also nice is he had a bunch of people on the stream, and he was just doing the funniest things, and it was great. I needed that laughter after an exhausting day. I was pretty sore from working outside still, and it was nice to get the laughter. I'm always a big one on laughter anyway, so I'm a pretty funny guy as far as... I'm not a very serious guy all the time. I come across as that. I'm a perfectionist as far as what my stuff needs, but I'm not a totally serious guy. I'm a jokester most of the time. So this video is going to be just a little bit longer because I want to get a couple more passes done here. And I want to, because that way off camera I can just finish this field up. When we come back for next episode tomorrow, we can start whether we lime or fertilize. I think I'll fertilize first. What my goal was is to use, I want it to stay green. So I may set it up where I can just buy slurry. And then when our cows have enough. The only thing that Seasons did wrong is they made it so the cows don't produce milk for a year, which in reality is truthful. But game-wise, because when you buy cows when they're young, a year and a half, they don't produce milk yet. They don't usually produce milk till they're older. So Giants did a fantastic job as far as that for realism. And you'll see that when I play on my super realistic series, that's how it goes. I'm going to try to find a map that has calves and raise them and do that the way it's supposed to. But I don't know if Stone Valley has it or not. I know the one Oxygen David map has it. And I'll check into it. I'm not going to do too many British maps. Oops. Hit the wrong button again. I've got talking, and the turning on and off guidance button is right next to the turning on and off the GPS. So I just looked over and hit the wrong one. But getting back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I understand why Giants did that, or not Giants, but the realism modding, the ones that came out with the mod, Seasons mod. It's realistic, and that's the truth. But for game-wise, like in FS17, you didn't have the ability to, each one of your pens held just unlimited amount. You could get one pen, and you just kind of cycled and kept going and going and going. And people would put up videos and post screenshots of 10,000 cows or 25,000 cows or 100,000. It was some of the numbers I saw was absolutely astronomical. I could never ever imagine feeding that many. But they put a pen limit on this one in FS19, and that's more realistic because in real life you wouldn't have a pen with 5,000 cows in it. You'd have 200, 300. But ultimately what I was trying to say was I wish that they would just produce milk a little bit earlier, so that you had income coming in, because a lot of times you get a lot of these maps that you don't have any money coming in, and unless you're prepared to sit there and do missions all the time, it gets monotonous to just wait, which is why most people don't do dairy cows or cows. They'll do beef cows, because the beef cows, you just wait till they're a certain weight and then sell them. But dairy cows, because they take a whole year to make any kind of milk from them, and then unless you have 100 of them or 200 of them, let's see if this will correct it for me. Yeah. Unless you have like 100 or 200 of them, it's just they don't make, like I start with 10, and you don't make a lot of money off 10. You might make 1,000 liters of milk a day if you're lucky, maybe 500, and so you're not making any kind of money. So that's the only thing I wish in 21 that they would change. Give you the option to buy old cows or young cows or calves. If you want to do the realism part of it, buy calves and raise them up and wait till they're 2 years old before you get them, before you get milk. But I'd like to be able to buy like dairy cows from an auction, and they're already producing milk right away. And when you go to the animal dealer, you can buy the different kinds. Like you can do it with pigs too. Buy pigs that are already pretty much weight, and then you could sell them pretty much as soon as they breed. You could sell them right away. You don't have to wait, because sometimes with pigs, they take it seems like once they get to a certain weight, 280 pounds I think is the ideal weight to sell them. Once they get to the ideal weight, then you've got so many that all you're ever doing is running pigs back and forth and back and forth, and you're not doing any farming. So I just wish you could just buy older ones, and then as soon as they produced babies, you'd sell them right off and keep your pens low, but they're ready to go. You can make money from them. Same thing with beef cows. I know that they can you can do that in real life. You can buy older beef cows if you want, and butcher them right up. Alright, so I'm going to make this, as you see, it's getting darker. It's 10 minutes to 6 at night. Get this last pass done, and then we'll wrap this up. And then off camera, tomorrow, before I record, I'll get this field finished up, so that tomorrow's episode will be starting to fertilize, and that'll be exciting, because that'll be something different. So you guys don't have to, 5 episodes in and we're still plowing. A lot of that is because I've been busy outside, and I could have been very easily doing this off camera, because at 10x speed, all you got to play is an hour, and you're 3-4 hours in. So, but I can't pass up working outdoors, especially when you're working with the grandkids and working with the kids, and you just can't pass it up. Like I always tell you guys, family is so important. And as we all get older, you get less and less in touch with your family. So seeing your family and seeing your immediate family especially is nice. My kids are all grown and moved away. It's just the wife and I, and we treasure the chance to see our kids. And they're all working and doing their things. And, luckily for us, they come over quite a bit compared to what a lot of parents do. They don't get to see their kids, but you start going a week, and then you go 2 weeks, and then you start going 3 weeks, especially in the winter, especially in the middle of the stuff that's going on in the world. And a year goes by and you don't see your kids, and it's just like, whoa, I don't like it. I'm always a family person, always have been, always will. All right, switch back screens. Shut this bad boy off. Grab my controller. I get used to doing the steering wheel. It's nice. And, she's getting kind of dirty. All right. As we always do, parting gifts. Take care of each other. Look out for each other, shall we say. Look out for yourselves. And most important, look out for your family. It's, as I just stated, it's important. And once again, another great video, and catch everybody on the flip side.